Hey guys, how we doing today? I don't know why I asked you, you can't answer, but yeah, that's the way it is. I'm going to assume all you said, it's going great. But anyway, I'm out here. This is kind of a rough video, but I'm just doing this all on my phone here. But we had some weather go through. Today's Wednesday, July 10th. We didn't really know it did, because this field I'm at now is kind of a satellite field, kind of out here loaning by itself. It's west of Eddyville, northwest of Eddyville, about a mile or two. And my brother was going from Eddyville to O'Connell along Highway 40, and he noticed some fields that just got smoked with hail. So we got this pivot up here that's kind of close to that area, so I thought I'd come up here and check it out. And so I'm out here now, and so what we got here is this. What happened is we got a little light hail. As you can see, some of these leaves are a little tattered, stripped up, but the biggest thing is this one's bowed, but then you go a little ways and some of these got green snapped. That's what we call it when it basically gets snapped off. So we call it green snapper. This corn is at its most vulnerable stage right now, or it's getting pretty close to it. The most vulnerable stage for a corn plant that's susceptible to green snap is right before it tassels, because it's weak. It's just been growing really fast, and yeah, that's its most weakest stage, and this is kind of where that's getting close to being. So I don't know if you can see this. If I was to stand this up, most of this corn was as tall as me. This is kind of on a hilltop here too, so most of this corn was about 6 foot tall. And so that's about the growth stage that it's at right now. But yeah, most of this will kind of stand back up, and it's still going to cough out. I can't remember how many more leaves it'll cough out here, but so that should be fine as far as gathering in light. The biggest problem right here is green snap. So you might be asking, you got insurance for that, right? We do. How insurance kind of works, hopefully you can hear me, this ain't too windy, but you got multi-peril insurance. That's your government subsidized insurance. You still pay for that as well. It's just subsidized to make it affordable. And so you could pick your percentage of how much of your crop you insure. You can pick, I think it's anywhere from maybe 60 to 80 is the range, maybe 55. I can't remember, so don't quote me on that. But so we pick 70 in our area, and then we tend to insure the rest of it with hail insurance, because our biggest perils here in the center of Nebraska is usually hail and wind. And so we tend to kind of put our eggs in that basket a little more than maybe they do in Iowa and Illinois, but I don't know what they do there. I'm just saying. The reason why I say hail and wind are our biggest perils is we are in a drier state, but we do have irrigation. And so usually we can irrigate even in a dry year and still come out fine. And so hail is our biggest peril. That's basically what I'm getting at here in Nebraska. And so with hail insurance, you still have that option to put wind endorsement on. You don't have to. It costs a little bit more, but the reason why we do it is for reasons just like this. Stuff like this can happen, and so if you didn't have that wind endorsement on it, I don't think this would be covered on it, unless if that hail somehow would kick in. It just depends on how that all works. There's a fine line, but say if there wasn't any hail involved with this wind, and we didn't have a wind endorsement, this would not be covered at all. So that's why we put that wind endorsement on it. And so that's why I say there's that gray area where if you get a little bit of hail involved, you can kind of say this was involved by a hailstorm. So yeah, you might look out there, but yeah, we don't like to play that gray area too much, so we put the wind endorsement on. It's heavily recommended by our crop insurance agent, and I'm not going to get into what different agents, everybody's got their own opinion on how crop insurance works too, so just so you have that in mind. But No, I already turned this into our crop insurance agent, and what he'll do is he'll send it into an adjuster. That adjuster will come out, just kind of like if you would get hail on your house or something. They'll come out, look at it, verify it, take their number checks or whatever they'll do. Now, what we'll do is what we have is called the production hail policy, HPP or whatever. But basically what that does is we'll come in here and harvest it too, and we'll kind of look at it and then see what it does compared to our trend line yields, kind of what we average. Basically, they call it our APH, and so then you basically get paid on that difference from there. So and there's also little nicks and nooks and different details involved with crop insurance there, but that's kind of the gist of how that works. And so yeah, you hate to have to use it, but it's just something you do. To kind of put that in perspective, say you restore a beautiful classic car and you take it out on its first drive and you just totally smash it into a tree. Well, yeah, your heart's still broke because you smashed a beautiful car you put a lot of time and effort into, and so yeah, you get insurance money off of it, but it still doesn't take away the time that you put into it. And so that's kind of what most farmers, I feel, think of when stuff like this happens is, you know, you put a lot of work into it. This obviously isn't a total loss. We're still going to probably do okay on it. But, you know, those farmers, you know, to the west of us here a few miles that got smoked, you know, it's tough to look at. Plus you got to deal with weeds now and stuff coming through. You just got to get that field through the rest of the year. I haven't been over there to look, but I've seen the pictures of it, and it might be totaled. I'm not sure, but yeah, hopefully I'm not talking too fast, but like I said, this is just kind of a rough video on what's going on. Also, I'd like to think of, this happened Tuesday night, last night. Monday night, we also had some weather come through, some rain, just heavy rain basically. We had anywhere from 2 to over 3 inches on our farms, but you go south to around Overton and Lexington, Johnson's Lake, Bertrand, Loomis, Elm Creek, and Kearney really got hit bad. They are, I've never seen Kearney get so much rain. Pretty much the south side of Kearney is flooding right now. If you ever want to kind of take a look, go online. I'm sure you'll find all kinds of photos and videos. Just type in Kearney, Nebraska, and type flood. I'm sure there'll be a lot of flood videos, but it's pretty amazing. I was driving around Overton last night, and there was pretty much quarter-mile stretches on the highway of just driving through a foot of water, basically. And so, yeah, I've never seen quite anything like it. Also, I mean, there's also quite a few acres down there that didn't even get planted this year just because it's been so wet. So that's kind of been that's been kind of a tough year for them. They're kind of close to the water table down there around that area. And so that water sitting there really doesn't have a lot of places to go. You'll see people's sump pumps running just like a garden hose all the time. It's just crazy that they're just running 24/7 to keep up with all that. So yeah, a lot of weird weather there, but yeah, my heart goes out to them just kind of dealing with that. And so I just like to mention that for you guys. But nope, this isn't a fancy video by any means, but it's just something to kind of let you know what's going on here. So hey guys, thanks for everything, and just we'll catch you next time. Later. So I kind of lied. I'm going to show you a little bit of the storm damage maybe. I see over here there's a pivot flipped over, so I'll just kind of maybe pull off and just kind of show you a little video of it. The corn looks similar. It's kind of blew over here. It's just obviously this pivot wasn't parked at as good as angle, or just took a little more wind than the other one, I guess. But yeah, there she be. Everything but the center point flipped over. And obviously here, this corn here got blew, I guess, quite a bit harder than ours did. A little more hail damage on it. You can see it just gradually getting worse. I don't know if you can see it getting more peaked. Just looking whiter. Yeah, that stuff's taking a pretty good hit there. I don't is this stuff here took a pretty good hit. And what stinks is that guy laid out his pipe already. Now he's got to look at that. Well, now this is it for this video, guys. Just thought I'd show you a little bit of the damage. So we'll catch you next time. Thank you.